How's it going, JDM crew? I think by that introduction you should probably already know that we're in a Skyline GTR. This one happens to be an R33, so you guys are seeing it from the passenger's seat, so we're doing it a little bit different this time. Just thought you guys might want to get a feel for that. But overall, this is a pretty nice one, 128,000 kilometers, so a little over, what would that be, like 70,000 miles or so, something like that. Yeah. We've got, let's see here, gritty turbo timer. We do have a boost controller in there, I believe is Blitz. I'll have to double check that. A couple of minor goodies on the tuning side, intake and exhaust primarily, but the rest would be OEM. We do have some DEFI gauges here. We got the boost gauge, OEM gauge cluster, and if you guys can even hear that, it's a Kakimoto racing exhaust, so pretty nice tone to it. And just so you guys know, I did a little test drive with this earlier, so no issues with the transmission. They did replace the clutch some time ago, but I'm not sure what the previous owner did with that, or if it's anything different from OEM. It doesn't feel different, so I'm assuming it's like OEM spec. We do have some Tane coilovers, so the nice green ones that you guys see often on these. They're used pretty often due to their affordability, but they're not as cheap as certain other ones, so they're kind of a nice middle ground, good comfort level, decent spring rate. But yeah, we've got 265s on here, so it's nice and wide all around, so plenty of grip. And we have NK wheels, which I could show you later when we do the walk around. They're RPO3s, so they're 18 by 10, which typically I would think would be a little rougher on the ride, but the tires they got enough meat on them that it's not an issue. That's not the super low sidewall. It's 265, 35, 18. So it's not much different from, yes, that it's like a 225, 45, 17. So, you know, something like that with a larger sidewall. It's not uncomfortable at all, which is really nice. Yeah, that's the one thing that kind of surprised me about this was it's decent comfort for having such a profile there. And yeah, they dialed in the suspension pretty well, so it's not too rough. Oh, yeah, this mirror up here, I'll show you guys later. It's got a little GPS built in, or that's where the display is, so that's pretty neat. And we've got an ETC reader, so if you're going to be using electronic toll here in Japan, ready to go. And for you audio buffs, there's not a whole lot here that'll really interest you other than the Carrozzeria audio deck. It does have USB and aux in, so that should at least keep your audio needs. You'd probably, if you wanted a larger system, you'd probably swap that out. Yeah, what's really good though is that the previous owner did explain that they didn't really mash on it. They didn't take this to the track or anything like that. So he just maintained it and enjoyed it. The exterior for the most part's in really great shape. There are a couple of scuffs and minor scratches. So it has been driven and enjoyed, but not beat up on. As you can see from the dash in front of you guys too, and I'll show you later, the whole thing, they don't have any holes drilled into it, nor do they have any cracks, so all in all in really great shape. Same with the door panels. And the upholstery's pretty good shape, pretty original. There's we have the OEM seats and trim and everything else, so if you're looking for original, this is pretty much, it's got it all. I'll walk around here in just a little bit, and I'll show you guys the exterior in the engine bay. Alright, and here you'll see on the interior, pretty nice on the dash. Ooh, little hard time focusing there, little glare. Overall it's in pretty good shape. No cracks or anything like that. The door panels are looking pretty good too. You can see the original carpets and original upholstery here. And no sag in the headliner here, so all good. They do have this little aftermarket mirror thing, which has a little display with GPS and everything. Let's see if I'll show you guys there. There it goes, yeah. So it also warns you about any cameras, so if you're here in Japan that helps, but I know it doesn't mean much outside. Car's area audio deck. You got the original gauges here. As you can hear, that's the ETC reader, so if you're going to be using it here with the electronic toll, no problems there. And for the mileage, as far as we understand, this is original. Inspection records are pretty accurate with that number. The original owner said that that's as far as he knows that's accurate because he also bought it used. As you can see, we got also this Razzo, very shiny. I see that reflection there. And yeah, the driver's seat is in, for the most part, alright shape. Just there was a tear here that they sewed up, and that was from the previous owner also. So whenever you get in and out, obviously there's a lot of wear there. So this is original, and it was definitely used and enjoyed by the previous owner. They said they kept it in the garage, so that's good. So overall, pretty decent shape. And one more look at the back here. Yeah, so here we go. OEM steering wheel and all that. So, and before I get to the front there and show you guys the engine bay, let's bring it back here. Have a quick look. As you can see, aftermarket strut tower bar, the battery's back there as well. And here we can also have a look at the spare tire, all that good stuff here. So tools are on the sides and all that, so pretty decent shape overall. One of the things that the previous owner wanted to point out though was that there used to be a GT wing, so they put some little carbon fiber tape things on the holes there, but they put the original OEM wing back. You got that Kakimoto racing exhaust and everything that you saw underneath there, so. And for the most part, the paint is in alright shape. Not really any major faded areas, but there are some little road chips, minor scrapes and things, so what you would expect from a 25-year-old car. So, and I just wanted to bring you guys over to the engine bay as fast as possible. And as you might notice, the aero components are more or less OEM. Even with this additional front lip, they just stuck with the Nissan parts for the most part. So, and there were a couple of minor mods, and I'll go through real quick the list from the original owner. But yeah, they did get some major maintenance done around 90,000 kilometers, so about 30,000 kilometers ago. And here you go for those numbers there. So if you guys want to check online for any additional info, we got that. And just to make you guys aware, it was 1995 of March, so as of next month, officially 25 years old. You got some HKS performance filters there. Aftermarket radiator. They don't have a brand listed for that. That was just listed as an aluminum radiator, so it is aftermarket. And oh yeah, as you can tell from the green, we got Tane coilovers all around. So for the engine maintenance here that they did have taken care of, we got the timing belt, water pump, the idler. Those were all replacement parts that they had on there. Let's see here, AC was actually refilled around July of last year. So yeah, no problems with that since they just got some fresh gas. And of course they have the clutch replacement, throwout bearing, genuine bearing. So they used OEM parts, and also front right axle replacement some time ago. So that's since that owner's had it for the last several years. So pretty good. As you can see, garage advantage, a little bit of flaking on there, but hey, it still does its job. It's aluminum. So yeah. Other than that though, they really kept it more OEM, so we have intake, exhaust, and of course OEM replacements. So that was pretty good. Hold on here. I'll just give you guys a quick walk around here. You can see even with that grille, looking real fine. So these are NKRP 03s. They're 18 by 10, so pretty wide. You can definitely feel it while you're driving around. Has a pretty good, very flush with that offset that they have on here. And they're wrapped in 265 35 18s, so yep, pretty hefty. As you can tell, it's lowered just a little bit from OEM, but still at a reasonable height, so you're not really scraping too much with that front lip. Alright, well there you have it, folks. It's a good old R33 here. Really beautiful. And yeah, midnight purple. I know we got the other one that's V-Spec, and you guys will be seeing that one soon, but this one, just regular, is still in pretty awesome shape. All that maintenance that has already been taken care of from the previous owner. We have a bit of history on it. Not too much in the way of mods, but just enough to really get you going with a good sound and good performance, but not any crazy tuning in any regard like that. But definitely where it counts, in my opinion, with the suspension and all that, and making sure that the brakes are in good working order, and you know, getting that clutch replacement, just keeping everything in really fine shape. Oh, definitely a lot of fun, really cool. If you guys are interested in this or any other vehicles, make sure to hit up our sales team, info at jdm-expo.com. Just send them an email or direct message us on Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter, and they'll be able to get back to you within about 24 hours. The yeah, this R33 just coming in at was that March, so being made around then, it's just about to turn 25, so good for you guys in the States or anywhere else. Just make sure to check with local regulations, as I usually say in previous videos, and make sure to subscribe for more content. If you've got anything else that you're interested in, check our other videos from past cars. Some of them might not be available anymore, a lot of them aren't. So definitely just send us an email and they'll be able to help you out over at the sales team. There's a couple of guys there just waiting to get your email, so just keep them busy. Alright guys, thanks for stopping by, and we've seen you around with more of these R33s.